What is up, you guys? It's the YuGioh here, coming at you guys with a deck showcase. So this is going to be a series I do on my channel where I showcase an archetype to you guys and just kind of give you guys a little options and different ways of playing the deck. So today we're going to be showcasing Shaddolls. It's a very versatile deck. It's very robust. I really like it. It's one of my favorite archetypes. It's not my favorite archetype ever created by Konami because they did create it. We didn't create it. Konami created it. But I mean, besides that, there's a lot you can do with it. So let's get into this. So the first thing I like to say is I think synchros are going to be much more important for the deck now because constructs banned and a lot of the light engines help facilitate the rank 4 plays that went along with the construct. So now that that's done, synchros are more important. You know, Moonlight Rose, Clearwing, Fucker's level 2 tuner. That helps a lot. You know, Wind's level 5. You can make a lot of those level 7s, and Wind Up is one of those guys. It's pretty strong. Next, you can run trap tricks in your guys' decks to keep playing rank fours, and also, you know, fill up the back row because traps plus window is really, really strong, right? So you guys might want to try out trap tricks inside of your Shaddolls if you guys want to put Shaddolls. Also, there's prediction princesses, which for you casual players, you guys want to have fun, try to abuse the flip mechanic. Then you guys can play Shaddolls on a you know, higher ceiling output for a casual deck and abuse the flip mechanic and get advantage from there. Also, you guys can be playing light sworns if you choose. Less control, but more aggressive on the milling aspect. You want to try to mill for advantage, you know, run cards like Blow Up Bulb, Trick Clown to get as much value as you can off your mills, right, guys? And then there's also hero builds where you can play, you know, anti-meta guys. You can use Blaze Man's, search them with the Shadow Mist to get, you know, make Grista, use Shadow Mist to make Dark Laws, use Dark Monsters to make Dark Laws. So be anti-meta. You can play Pure, where you just kind of run techie options, so that way you guys can, you know, play Pure Shaddolls, play the way they were kind of meant to be played, and just overall increase your chances of getting those plays protected. So, yeah, there's a lot of stuff you guys can do with Shaddolls. Uh, you know, Falco being a level 2 tuner, you can make all those synchro plays, and I feel like Falco is really good at 3 now. That's just my personal opinion. He's really good because he helps you keep longevity, you know? The deck has a lot of power, but it needs longevity, and it does have it. You know, those longevity is something that's very crucial to Yu-Gi-Oh! You know, lack of mathematicians, you can run Armageddon Knight. There's a lot of stuff that makes this deck go triple shadow games. But let's get into the first duel here, guys. We're kind of be playing against Ignites, and yeah, I open kind of bad here. Um, he's gonna go for a big pendulum setup here, and this is one of the problems I have with Ignite guys. Um, they always play all their hand advantage into their scales, so that way they can fill up their extra deck. So that's what he's gonna do, and he's gonna leave himself in a very vulnerable position because I'm going to actually use my shadow games right here to sing dragon and pop the scale, and not only that, I'm going to use the Falco to get the dragon back, and that way I can put some monsters on board so I can put some damage, right? And also clear his scale so he can't summon any more monsters. And now I'm in a very good position. He's only got one card. He needs to top deck his life, right? So my job max here doesn't matter. It's not very good, but I'm going to make Goyo because it's really, really big. And 3 attacks directly with Goyo is game, right, guys? So, yeah, he's going to top deck hand destruction. That's not very good for him, so he's just going to set it and pass turn. Now I'm going to act top deck Beast. It does nothing for me, really. So I'm just going to attack again with Goyo because next turn is game, right, guys? So, there's not much more he can do. Oh, but he top decks a Rhoda. See, now Rhoda is very good. He's going to be able to summon a lot of monsters here. So I'm going to activate Maxi preemptively so I can try to get as much advantage and value as I can off of all of his special summons. But at this point, it's not going to matter because he actually summons number 86. And number 86 is basically too much for me to deal with the cards I have right now at this time because for now his effect is really, really strong. So I try Brigeki, it doesn't do anything for me. I'm going to set Breakthrough Skill. Breakthrough Skill is not going to do much, but he's going to make a big pendulum push, and I'm going to Storming Mirror Force's monsters because I don't want to take that damage, but I can't stop the 86, so I'll take 3,000, but that's fine because now it's coming back to my turn, and I can actually summon. So I'm going to summon a Shekinaga in defense. And the reason being, he can't do anything to that with his current board. So I'm forcing him to make a different kind of play in which he's going to fall victim to my back row, which it does happen. But he makes a very smart move. He tributes for level 6 so he can make a Photon Strike Bouncer and then clear up 4 spaces, 4 monster zones, so he can actually make double rank 4s. And what that's going to do is allow him to actually negate my Shekinaga's attempt to negate his rank 4, and then make another one to get rid of the Shekinaga. But unfortunately for him, that's not gonna work. It's gonna come to a crashing halt because here I have the best out. He's gonna activate Cast Spin. I'm gonna chain Breakthrough Skill to negate the Cast, and then chain this Book of Moon. Very deadly. It's gonna put his Photon Strike Bouncer face down, so that way he can't actually negate my Shek. And yeah, it forces him to end his turn, and I'm simply just gonna flip my Regeki and attack with Chicken Nugget for game. So let's get on to the next duel, guys. Okay, Morphages. This deck, I don't really like this deck, but I noticed with it, they have to have monsters plus the scale set up to be effective. So here I'm gonna strike his monster because that way I can keep special summoning, right? And then his scale is gonna get destroyed. So I don't have much here. I have a really bad hand, mediocre. Not even mediocre, worse. I'm gonna attack him directly and then tribute to set for beast to try to dig deeper because my hand is it's like very, very bad. His skill's gonna get destroyed. He's gonna shuffle them back with riches so he can draw. He's gonna get the field spell, which when his scales get destroyed, I believe he draws cards. So I gotta get rid of that. So I'm gonna draw a beast and discard this Falco to set up, recovery plays. And I draw into Foolish Burial here, so I'm gonna send Dragon to get rid of his field spell. So he doesn't get to draw cards. That way, he kind of has dead cards in his hand because he needs more than just one monster. He needs a scales plus a monster for his deck to be effective. He has MST for my Shadow games. That's really sad for me, but it doesn't matter. He doesn't have enough monsters yet, so I'm just gonna simply get this Squamata back with my Falco and Synchro for Black Rose Dragon to try to blow up the board and then trigger my Squamata, but he has Solemn Notice or Solemn Strike now. It's fine because I can make a window with my Fusion, and I can still use a Squamata and the beast I have in my hand. So if he has anything like a bottomless set or any kind of mirror force, barring storming and rippling and sandstorm, I guess. So if he has the other mirror forces, I'm safe. He talked into the wrong scale, so yeah, he can't do much here. I actually misplayed, guys. I could have normal summoned the Falco last turn and attack for the game, but I misplay sometimes. It happens to all of us. It's hard to get all these videos. Let's go to the next duel. Okay, so the next duel is going to be against Perform Mages. Or sorry, Perform Pals. Perform Pals. I have a pretty mediocre hand, so I'm just going to send a Beast to Grave, basically, with my Mathematician, and get a draw. I draw a Jurgetto, it doesn't do much, so I'm going to send MST and Shadow Games. Shadow Games actually is very clutch here. Luckily for me, he top decks this MST, and he chooses the blind space, but he hits my MST. So that's good because he's going to play his monkey board, and I'm going to chain my Shadow Games to same Dragon, so that way I can actually destroy monkey board so he doesn't get this free search, right? Because that's how he's going to get all his plays going on. And then he's going to normal summon Joker. He actually opened up with the one of Joker and the one of monkey boards, and he's going to Brigeki my Mathematician so I don't get the draw. So I'm going to preemptively activate Max EM minusing. But I don't want him to summon the monkey board and getting even more damage, because next turn I can set the Falco and get my beast back, and that's going to prevent him with no hand from being able to really attack into my board here. Because I think he's playing pure Perform Pals. I don't think he's playing Draco Slayers, so pretty lucky on my part, right? He's going to summon the monkey board in defense because he knows he can't get damage with it, because I have a beast play coming up. So that's really good for me. I'm going to be able to get this beast and dig. He's not going to actually bottomless here because I drew the Falco, so I decided instead of flipping the beast, I'm just going to fuse for Winda, because if he has anything that destroys, then Winda can keep me safe from that. And also, he can't really make more plays. He has to basically use his monkey board and his turn toad to attack over Winda before he can do anything, which means that I can actually make a board, but I can be safe barring the Winda. So I avoid the bottomless, and I get over his Cobra Joker, and so here I'm going to set up my board for next turn. So I'm actually going to send a Squamata to thin my deck, and then send a Hedgehog, so I can search for another Falco in case anything goes wrong. But here I'm going to set this beast so I can set up for a really important play next turn with Black Rose Dragon, knowing he's going to destroy my window here, which is going to get me my L Fusion, and it's going to make my Black Rose play go through guaranteed. So really good setup here. I'm going to get up an L Fusion. That's very crucial, like I said, and so he's going to pass his turn. So here I'm going to dig with Beast to try to get as much draws as I can. He knows I have L, so he's not going to chain because he doesn't want to lose out. So I'm going to discard the bottomless and Synchro for Black Rose to blow up the board. He has Forbidden Chalice to negate, but basically I just fuse out for Agrista and ensure Black Rose will actually destroy the board, so there's nothing he can do. I'll get my Falco back, I'll get my L back for later, but it doesn't matter because I have game. I drew into Instant Fusion, so I'm going to actually summon Norden, get back a Falco from grave, and Synchro for Nuff, and burn him for 8, and then attack for game with him and Jargetto. Unfortunately for me, he has the Ghost Ogre, but that's okay because I actually contribute that Falco because I didn't normal summon. I can summon Beast, guys, and then I can actually just attack with Jurgen on Beast for game because the Nothung still burned the 800. So that was an interesting way to get out of that. So let's get on to the next duel, guys. Okay, the last duel, the final duel. I'm playing against Red Eyes here, yes, and then my opponent summons the Redstone of Legend. I'm gonna activate Maxi because I'm just gonna get a draw. My hand's not very good at all. It's very bad. Again, I always pick a lot, guys. This is how I am. Um, so we're gonna draw Mathematician. We're gonna send Beast to try to get another draw here because we need something good, right? So we draw the Instant Fusion, and we're gonna actually make a cast spell with this Instant Fusion because we sent the Skomata, and that's gonna slow his deck down even more. He has a very slow deck already, so I'm going to shuffle his monster back so he can't get value off of the redstone. And just attack for 35, put him in a tight spot, set my shadow games and pass turn. He top decks the Flare Dragon, but it's okay. He has the Red Eyes Fusion, so he's going to summon this Red Skull Dragon, I believe his name is, or Red Skull Dragon Archfiend, and he's going to do a lot of damage, but that's okay because I actually have game right here. So I'm going to send Falco up at his end phase so I can set up for Trishula, because Trishula and Jargetto is game. So, yeah, I'm gonna flip the Falco here and get back the Beast just in case anything goes wrong. Maybe he has a Veiler, which I don't think he's running the Piper build, which I think is the better build. But yeah, he's gonna go for the. I'm gonna go for the Trishula here. Banish his Redstone and his monster, and I actually hit the Soul Charge from his hand. So salt to the wounds, right? And then I'm simply just gonna summon my Jorgetto here and use him to boost Trishula for a game because I know you guys love Trish. I love Trish. That's a really great duel. So that was the last duel. So let's get on with the rest of the showcase, guys. Let's take a look at Shaddolls one last time. I really, yeah, guys, this is one of my favorite decks of all time. It's very versatile. There's so much you can do with it, and I really encourage you guys to try something like this out because there's so much things you can do when it comes to deck building, and then learning decision trees and building your deck around those trees, and then really just becoming an all-around better player. So, if you guys like the content, just give me a like. It really helps the channel grow. I'd really appreciate it, and if there's anything you guys want to see showcased on this channel, just please leave a comment in the comment section below. And remember, subscribe for more great Yu-Gi-Oh content. Thank you guys very much, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.